Here are 3 common freestyle mistakes and how to fix them. The first mistake is having a low elbow catch. This is when we have our elbow sink downwards before we begin to pull the water, where the forearm doesn't immediately turn inwards to be in a position to grab that water and push it back. Because our elbow is going to be so low in the water, by the time we actually do begin to pull it back, there's going to be much more stress on our shoulders, which could lead to injury, which is exactly what we don't want. Instead, a good catch has the forearm almost immediately turn inwards, with the elbow remaining high, pointed upwards and pointing towards the opposite end of the pool. So the elbow should be nice and close to the surface. This puts it in a prime position to grab as much water as possible and also allows us to use our back muscles to pull that water back. As a drill, tie a band around the pole or any structure large enough at head height. So stand back until the band is taut and stretched out. There should be some resistance there. And then practice the high elbow catch. So begin by bending at the elbow almost immediately and turning the forearm inwards. Pull your arm back as far as you can and repeat this for about 5 to 10 times on each side. The second mistake is pulling across our midline. So imagine a straight line running from the bottom of your toes all the way up through the middle of your head. This is our midline, and we don't want our hands at any point to cross through this midline. If our hand does cross this midline in our pool, it's a very inefficient path, because once we go inwards, we then have to move our hand outwards to get it out of the water and begin our recovery. So this is not only a huge waste of energy, it's also going to cause us to move sideways in our stroke. And this is also an indication that our shoulder is going too deep into the water if we're crossing that midline, and this means we're going to be more prone to injury with over rotation, as our shoulder is going to be under more stress. Our pull path should be as efficient as possible. Your hand should enter in line with your shoulders and then just be pulling straight back to your thigh. With this, there's going to be no unnecessary sideways movement, and it's also going to be much quicker because it's just a straight line. The final mistake is dropping the front arm too early in our freestyle. So if we look again from the top and divide our body into 4 distinct quadrants, we want to be what is known as front quadrant dominant in our freestyle. What this means is that we always want to have one arm or hand in that front quadrant, and what we don't want is for there to be a time during our stroke where this front quadrant is empty. This means that there are going to be periods in our stroke cycle when neither arm is contributing to propulsion, and it's also going to cause our legs and hips to sink in the water if there's no propulsion, creating more drag. It's also much harder to breathe without an arm in the front quadrant, as we can't rest our head on it. There's no secure platform. This is going to cause us to lift our head to catch a breath, which is once again going to cause the legs and hips to sink. So by being front quadrant dominant, this is going to help us keep a streamlined body position in the water and also make it much more easier to balance. So doing catch-up freestyle is a great drill for this. Swim your freestyle as you normally would, breathing in your preferred pattern. Keep one hand held in front of you at all times. As you complete a stroke and both hands touch, the next stroke may begin. Make sure an arm is always up, especially when breathing, and make sure to pay full attention when extending your arm. This will promote a more streamlined position in the water and help with your glide.